Did you know that in 2024, TSA confiscated 6,678 firearms at U.S. airports alone? And that's just firearms. Thousands more travelers lost everyday items they didn't realize were prohibited. Are you accidentally packing something that could get tossed at security? In this video, we'll reveal the surprising items TSA will confiscate in 2025 and give travelers over 50 actionable strategies to breeze through security checkpoints. Airport security rules are stricter than ever, with new 2025 policies catching even experienced travelers off guard. For travelers over 50, navigating long lines and complex regulations can feel overwhelming. We've researched the latest TSA security updates, consulted with airport staff, and gathered real traveler experiences to help you avoid these costly mistakes. Before we dive into the top confiscated items and how to protect your belongings, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more essential travel updates. First up, full-size sunscreen and lotions. TSA's 3.4-ounce liquid rule remains strict in 2025, making oversized sunscreen bottles one of the most confiscated items at security checkpoints. Here's what caught Jane, a 62-year-old from Seattle, off guard. She lost a $40 sunscreen at Lax because her 4-ounce bottle exceeded the limit and wasn't in her checked bag. Even though the FDA classifies sunscreen as a medical product, TSA still enforces the 3.4-ounce rule unless you have proper medical documentation. Here's how to avoid Jane's mistake. Pack travel-size sunscreens under 3.4 ounces in your clear quart bag, put larger bottles in checked luggage, or if you have a medical need, bring a doctor's note and allow extra time at security. Forgot to pack small bottles? Most airports have convenience stores selling travel-size options past security. Pro tip for travelers over 50. If you need to declare medical items, arrive with extra time and consider requesting wheelchair assistance to skip longer lines. Check your sunscreen right now. Is it over 3.4 ounces? Move it to your checked bag today. Next, smart luggage with non-removable batteries. In 2025, smart luggage with built-in lithium batteries that can't be removed is completely banned due to fire risks in cargo holds. This catches many travelers off guard. Take Tom, a 67-year-old from Sydney, who lost his $300 smart suitcase at Melbourne Airport in 2024. The problem? His battery was permanently installed and couldn't be removed for inspection. Here's how to avoid Tom's expensive mistake. Only buy smart luggage with removable batteries that you can take out and carry separately. At security, be prepared to remove the battery and show it to TSA agents. Don't have removable battery luggage? Stick with a standard suitcase and pack a separate portable charger instead. Pro tips for travelers over 50. Clearly label where your battery compartment is located for quick access at security, and choose lightweight luggage under 10 pounds to reduce strain when navigating busy airports. Before your next trip, check the FAA's latest battery guidelines to ensure your luggage meets current requirements and avoid any surprises at the gate. Third, natural souvenirs like sand, shells, and rocks. In 2025, collecting these free mementos can cost you big. Environmental protection laws prohibit removing natural materials from many destinations, and customs agents are cracking down hard. Susan, a 70-year-old from London, learned this the hard way when she faced hefty fines at Honolulu Airport in 2024 for carrying Hawaiian beach sand in her luggage. What seemed like a harmless keepsake became an expensive lesson. Here's how to bring home memories without the trouble. Take photos instead of samples, or buy licensed souvenirs from approved vendors. Before you pack anything natural, research your destination's environmental laws. Places like Hawaii and Australia have particularly strict rules about removing natural materials. When in doubt, don't pack it. If you're unsure about an item, either leave it behind or ask customs officials at the airport. You can also mail approved souvenirs through licensed postal services rather than carrying them in your luggage. Pro tip: check cbp.gov before you travel to see what's prohibited from your specific destination. It's much better to know the rules up front than to lose your treasures at security. Fourth, thick-walled water bottles and thermoses. Dense, multi-layered water bottles can slow down security screening because they're harder for X-ray machines to see through clearly, potentially causing delays or additional inspection. Mark, a 58-year-old from Brisbane, experienced this firsthand when his insulated thermos required extra screening at Heathrow in 2024, causing him to nearly miss his connection while security conducted a thorough inspection. Here's how to streamline your water bottle screening. Choose simple, single-wall bottles when possible, and always empty them completely before reaching security. This is required regardless of the bottle type. Be prepared to remove the lid and show the empty interior if requested. Pro tips for smoother screening. Place your water bottle in a separate bin during X-ray screening to speed up the process. Skip bringing bottles with multiple compartments or complex designs that might confuse scanners. Once through security, you can refill at water fountains or buy drinks at airport shops. For travelers over 50, if you need assistance during screening, don't hesitate to ask TSA agents for help. They can provide additional support to make the process easier and less stressful. Fifth, protein powders and supplements. Powders over 12 ounces trigger additional screening in 2025, and security agents are particularly suspicious of unmarked containers or loose powders in plastic bags. Here's what happened to Robert, a 55-year-old fitness enthusiast from Denver. His unmarked container of protein powder was confiscated at security because agents couldn't verify what it contained, costing him his $30 supplement and causing a 20-minute delay. Here's how to avoid Robert's mistake. Always keep powders in their original labeled containers, never transfer them to unmarked bags or containers. If you need to bring large amounts, pack portions under 12 ounces in carry-on, and put the rest in checked luggage. Smart alternatives. Consider buying supplements at your destination instead of packing them, or switch to pill-form vitamins that don't trigger powder screening protocols. Pro tips for travelers over 50. If you're bringing multiple supplements, organize them clearly in original containers, and be prepared to explain what each one is if asked. Declaring powders upfront at security can actually speed up the process rather than slow it down. Check the latest TSA powder guidelines before you pack to ensure you're following current rules. Sixth, oversized makeup and cosmetics. All creams, gels, and liquid makeup fall under TSA's strict 3.4-ounce rule, and this catches many travelers off guard, especially with full-size foundations, setting sprays, and moisturizers. Emma, a 60-year-old from Melbourne, learned this lesson when her expensive full-size foundation was confiscated at Lax in 2024. At 4.2 ounces, it exceeded the limit by just 0.8 ounces, but rules are rules. Here's how to keep your beauty routine travel ready. Invest in travel-size versions of your essential cosmetics, or transfer products into TSA-approved containers under 3.4 ounces. Always pack these in your clear quart-sized liquids bag for easy inspection. Pro tips. Check your makeup labels carefully. Items like concealer, liquid eyeliner, and cream blush all count as liquids. Consider buying travel-size cosmetic sets or collecting sample sizes from beauty stores to build your travel kit. If you forget and have oversized items confiscated, most airports have duty-free beauty shops where you can replace essentials after security. For travelers over 50, if you need privacy during bag inspection, you can always request to speak with a TSA supervisor for assistance. Pack your cosmetics bag on top of your carry-on for quick access during screening. Seventh, toy weapons and realistic replicas. Any item that looks like a weapon on an X-ray screen will be confiscated, no matter how obviously fake it is in person. This includes toy guns, plastic swords, replica firearms, and even sci-fi props from conventions. John, a 55-year-old from Manchester, discovered this when his grandson's $30 toy ray gun was confiscated at Dallas-Fort Worth in 2024. Even though it was clearly plastic and brightly colored, the X-ray image looked suspicious enough to cause a 30-minute delay for his entire family. Here's how to avoid John's situation. Always pack any toy weapons or replicas in your checked luggage, never in carry-on. If you're traveling with children, explain this rule beforehand to avoid disappointment at security. Better yet, consider buying toys at your destination instead of risking confiscation. Many airports have toy stores past security, and you won't have to worry about packing restrictions. Pro tip for family travelers. If you must bring toy weapons for costumes or conventions, take photos of them clearly labeled in your checked bag. This can help if items go missing or if you need to prove they were properly packed. Before traveling, check TSA's prohibited items list to see current rules. It's updated regularly and can save you from costly surprises. Eighth, e-cigarettes and vaping devices. Here's a critical rule many miss. Vaping devices must go in your carry-on bag. Never check luggage due to battery fire risks. But the liquid restrictions still apply. All e-liquids must be 3.4 ounces or smaller. David, a 68-year-old from London, learned this the hard way when his $100 vape device was confiscated at Sydney Airport in 2024. His mistake? The battery compartment wasn't properly secured, creating a safety hazard that security couldn't ignore. Here's how to travel safely with vaping devices. Keep all devices in your carry-on, powered completely off. Pack e-liquids in your clear liquids bag, following the 3.4-ounce rule just like any other liquid. Make sure battery compartments are secure and intact. Important safety tips. Never pack vaping devices in checked luggage. It's prohibited due to fire risk. If your device has removable batteries, keep them in original cases or battery sleeves to prevent short circuits. Avoid modified or homemade devices, as these often fail safety inspections. Pro tip for travelers over 50. If you're unfamiliar with these devices, consider disposable vapes for travel. They're simpler and less likely to have compliance issues. Always declare vaping devices upfront at security to avoid delays. Check current TSA vaping regulations before you fly, as rules continue to evolve for safety reasons. Now let's address the biggest challenges travelers over 50 face at airport security and how to overcome them. For faster screening, consider TSA PreCheck or Global Entry to skip regular security lines. These trusted traveler programs can save hours during busy travel periods. Always arrive with extra time: 3 hours for international flights, 2 hours for domestic, and don't hesitate to request assistance if you have mobility needs. For packing confusion, remember the simple 3-1-1 rule. Liquids must be 3.4 ounces or less, fit in 1-quart size clear bag, with 1 bag per passenger. Use a clear toiletry organizer to keep everything visible and organized. Place all electronics larger than a phone in separate bins during screening. For physical challenges, book mobility assistance at least 48 hours before your flight. Most airports offer wheelchair service and priority screening lanes. If you take medications, keep them in original labeled containers and carry a doctor's note for any large quantities. Pro tip for 2025, avoid peak travel times when possible. Check your airline's specific baggage policies before packing, and always have backup plans for essential items in case something gets confiscated. The key to stress-free travel? Preparation and patience. Don't let TSA surprises ruin your trip. Plan ahead and travel smart. What's your biggest airport security challenge? Share your experiences in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel tips designed specifically for experienced travelers like you.